Excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On first down, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Allen off the play fake, eluding the pressure right, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looks to throw on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So our initial drive this afternoon results in 3. Not sure that that's a statement necessarily, but getting points on the road, never a bad thing.
You're exactly right about that. I love how you framed it, right? Not sure it's a statement, but at the same time, you're putting something out there, aren't you? Letting them know, hey, we came to play today.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just keeping the play alive. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
To throw on second down, here's Falk. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Watch him now, Barney.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now the rookie from Arizona State, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Detroit!
So So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Charles Clay has tied in the intended target. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
On play action, Allen. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. As that will take it. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So now here come the Dolphins. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And
will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, Falk. Now he'll escape to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Gone!
Falk. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for Miami, 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now a handoff to Yeldon, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. From the shotgun, here's Falk. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. T.J. Yeldon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because now
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, That'll drive the team towards a victory.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Now the Bills will hustle to the line.
He gets it halfway there with that run. I think you play up-tempo.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now Falk. On the left side, this is Stills. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Falk now, a first down throw. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They go play action here on first down. He's to the 10. And is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Sanders' kick is good. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Yeldon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot! Over! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Falk. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there for the Dolphins. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Gun!
Now T.J. Yeldon. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got him in. It's Hodges. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. It's Falk out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. As his guys are in for 6, and the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Now Allen. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
All right, here we go.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. Space to run past the 20. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. David Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Operating from the gun. Allen, the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back now in Miami. This is Yeldon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Under pressure and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Now the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send the defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And out come the Dolphins now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On the run, it's Yeldon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. To throw, Falk. And he finds Stills, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen throwing on second down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Detroit! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Allen looks to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down at the 28. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. This one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
Now it's Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, Fall.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. The Dolphins on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. From the shotgun, here's Fall. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. The 20, 10. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.